Hello students, today we are going to do with very interesting part, that is what we call the Ampere's circular law. Now when we talk of Ampere's circular, let me write the topic, Ampere's circular law. Now the basic questions remain same. What is, why Biot-Savart's law to we had done, then why this again, our second one, Ampere's circular law. So this law is, if I have to state this law, according to this law, it states that the line integral of magnetic field, which can be the magnetic flux density, the line integral of the magnetic field, that is the magnetic flux density, is equal to mu0 times the total current flowing through the area enclosed by that. Okay, so it simply means that when we talk of this Ampere's circular law, then it is very much analogous to the Gauss's law in electrostatics. So here we are using the line integral, that is why things becomes very easy. Symmetry helps us to get the values, because you are using line integral, it becomes very easy. It's a very easy, fast process if you compare to, I'll show you one example, what we had derived with the Biot-Savart's law, and when we derive the same year, the Ampere's circular law, how easy it becomes. Okay, so when we were doing with the Biot-Savart's law, we were also getting the magnetic field. From here also we'll get the magnetic field. But why we will prefer more Ampere's circular law? Because it is of the symmetry. And one thing, the keywords here is the line integral. It means you are using the line integral. And mu0 times the total current. When you talk of the total current, what becomes very important, that the area has been enclosed. So be very specific about these two terms. So let us write mathematically what we have for the Ampere's circular law. So this becomes closed integral. It means closed integral this B vector dot to dl vector. This becomes the line integral. B is what? Magnetic field, or you can write magnetic flux density. You can write that. Density, its unit is Tesla. This is equals to mu0 times the total current passing through it. It is the total current passing through it enclosed by the path. The area enclosed by the path. Okay, the area enclosed by the path. That is what is the Ampere's circular law. Let us prove Ampere's circular law, that we are getting the value as mu0 I. We are proving it. So in order to prove, we'll take a straight line conductor. Let us assume the current is passing in this direction, and it has created a magnetic field around it. So if we take this point, elementary portion dl, the direction of the magnetic field is into this direction, so this becomes the center. Okay, so this is dl. You can find that the dl vector and the b vector both are into the same direction, so the angle between the two, because integral of b vector dot dl vector can be written as integral of b dl cos theta. So direction same, so theta is 0 degree, cos 0 degree. So we are proving. Okay, this equals to closed integral of b vector dl. Now what is we need to prove? That this equals to mu0 I. So in that case, what we really need to know, we need to know the value of the magnetic field of the straight wire carrying current. The magnetic field of the straight wire carrying current, magnetic field of straight wire carrying current is, this B, this is R, is B equals to mu0 I by 2 pi R. You remember, we had done in the Biot-Savart's law, and what we had got, mu0 by 4 pi I by R, sine phi 1 plus sine phi 2, phi 1 and phi 2 were 90 degree, so 1 plus 1, 2, so this is what you have got. I hope nothing more I have to say about it. Okay, so we have got the relation mu0 I by 2 pi R. So we have this relation with us. So let's substitute into this, but then again it is a closed integral, and what you can see that mu 0 is constant, I is constant, r is constant. What is the variable term here? The dl. So it means you have to find out the total value of dl, closed integral of dl. Now since this is a very small, if you take a complete turn, what exactly it will be? This will be 2 pi r. Okay, that will be the total value of this. This will be the total value of this. Okay, that will be the total value of this. So what we are getting at, this becomes equals to, let us substitute for b. So this equals to b closed integral of dl. So b, let us substitute, we are getting mu 0 I by 2 pi r, and closed integral of dl is 2 pi r. I left I here, so we are getting mu 0 I. So this is true. So this is closed integral of b vector dot dl. So we have proved. Okay, so we have proved this Ampere's circuital law. I hope you have understood Ampere's circuital law. What becomes very important, very important, that when you apply this, it should be very easy. I told you when you were finding out the magnetic field for a straight line using the Barth-Savitz's law, you had to do plenty of calculations. You had to think phi 1 to phi 2, integrate, so many things. But see how simple we go when we do it with the Ampere's circuital law. So next we are going to apply this to get a very simple thing, conditions which was very difficult in Barth-Savitz's law, but Ampere's circuital law made it very easy. Okay, let's see. So we are finding out what? We are finding out the magnetic field due to a straight wire carrying current. Okay, so we will have a magnetic field application. This is the application 1. Magnetic field of a magnetic flux density. Let us write magnetic flux density. Okay. Of a long wire, long straight wire. Now in this category we are finding out the magnetic field of a long straight wire. We are finding out the magnetic field of a long straight wire. So what exactly we have the formula from Ampere's circuital law. From Ampere's circuital law, what we have, closed integral of b vector dot dl vector is equals to mu 0 I. We know this. Now here what we need to calculate b. So the angle between the two is 0 degrees. So closed integral of b dl cos 0 degree mu 0 I. b को बाहर निकालना है. Closed integral of dl mu 0 I. We need to find out what? We need to find out this. That is b. b equals to what? So b is equals to b closed integral of dl. Again you know this is 2 pi r, this is mu 0 I. So b is equals to mu 0 I by 2 pi r, which we have already derived a straight wire. So it's so simple in Ampere's circuital law. Hardly we have taken minutes to complete it. But think of Barth-Savitz's law. We have done enough calculations. But you have to study that also, because then only you will understand this is so easy. You can apply. Okay. Thank you for watching.